Hello, everyone. After spending the morning interviewing several experienced mechanics and loyal customers at this local repair shop, today we're going to take a deep dive to explain exactly what this warning message means and show you the best way to fix it for good. The other day, a customer came in with that message on their Acura, and the first thing we told them was something simple. The car isn't properly detecting the key. This system is what allows you to unlock and start the vehicle without taking the key out of your pocket. So when it fails, the car protects itself and shows that warning. When I was interviewing, a customer told me, sometimes it starts up fine, but other times it doesn't recognize the key. When he told me this, right away we knew we were dealing with a signal or communication problem. Now, the most common cause, and believe me, it happens more often than people think, is the battery in the remote or smart key. We've had customers come in saying one day to the next, it just stopped working right. And when we open up the key, the battery is practically completely dead. When that happens, the signal gets weak and the car simply can't detect the key. Like one of our technicians always says, if the key doesn't have power, it's like it's not even there. That said, we also see customers who have already changed the battery and the problem still shows up. That's when we start checking the key itself because a lot of times it's damaged internally. Some customers tell us I dropped it several times or it got wet. I can tell you that this ends up affecting the internal circuit. In those cases, the key might work off and on until it finally stops working completely. Hold on, wait. If what we mentioned before didn't work for you, this might help. So listen up. There are situations where the problem isn't the key, but the vehicle itself. We've had customers say, sometimes it detects the key and other times it doesn't, even with a new battery. What I can tell you is that this usually points to the system's antennas or the modules that receive the signal. These cars have several antennas distributed throughout the vehicle, and if one fails, the system starts acting totally crazy. Meanwhile, something that affects things more than most people think is the car's battery. We've had a lot of customers tell us this started when the battery got weak. And I can tell you, that makes perfect sense. When the voltage isn't stable, the electronic modules start to fail, and the keyless system is usually one of the first to show problems. So, my friends, when the battery is weak, you can count on having electrical problems. But here's something I want you to hear. Sometimes there are strange cases where the problem only happens in certain places. I remember one day a customer told me, at home it works perfectly, but not in a parking lot or shopping mall. And that's usually due to signal interference. It's not super common, but it does happen and can keep the car from detecting the key properly at certain times. Now, something we see a lot is people trying to reset everything by disconnecting the battery or using a basic scanner. And yes, some customers come back saying the problem went away for a couple of days, but then it came back again. Like one of our technicians says, that doesn't fix anything. It just gives the problem a break. So, my friends, I hope each of these tips helped you out. Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading all of them.